This week, Avengers Campus opens at Disneyland. And so today we're going to be talking all about Marvel. This is episode 32. I'm Sariah.
I'm Aurora.
And together we're just your average Disney travelers. Well, before we get to Marvel and Avengers Campus, we do have some exciting news. And I have to be honest, by the time this airs, when this is published, it'll be like a week and a half old. But we're recording this Memorial Day weekend on May 30th. And what's the news? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know, but I don't know exactly.
Disneyland is now going to, well, as of June 15th, we'll be allowing out-of-state guests.
Okay.
And what does that mean for us?
We can go.
We get to go. And so we have had a hotel booked just in case for the end of June. And now we get to keep it. We've got tickets and we've got our park reservations. And so we are good to go. Aurora and I will be there. Woo! We're so excited. Oh, I'm so happy. So this is kind of old news by the time this is published. Full disclosure, we try to record our podcast a week early just because it's easier for us and less stressful. So right now it is Memorial Day weekend, even though last week's episode is on Memorial Day weekend and I had said, oh yay, school's out. Well, now really school is out
Yeah.
for us. But anyway, so Memorial Day weekend, the start of summer, and when this airs on the 6th, the Avengers Campus will have just opened. And so that's new and it's now, you guys, it is there and people are going. In fact, my sister, your aunt, and uncle are going, and so I can't wait to hear from them about what their experience was like, and then we'll be there by the end of the month.
Yeah,
super exciting. We've already talked a little bit about Avengers Campus and what they're going to have, so we're not going to really talk about that, but we thought it'd be fun to do a Marvel episode. It's one of Rory's favorites.
Yes,
you love the Marvel universe.
I do.
Marvel fandom. So we have some questions and we figured we would just go ahead and answer them today.
Yes.
So do you want to ask first or answer first or what?
I don't know. I guess I'll just ask first.
You ask first. Okay.
Who has the best backstory?
All right. Who has the best backstory in Marvel? Do you want me to answer?
Sure.
Okay. My answer, and this is not easy, but I'm torn between two, and I'm not really sure because like a lot of them, I think more than one character kind of falls into.
I feel like it just depends on the person on what it like draws them like. Yeah. Because like I'm like for me it's a bit weird, but like fictional tragedies for some reason.
You like the tragedies?
Well, yes, but like also no, like in the moment I'll hate it, but like afterwards I'll be like,
that made a good story.
It adds to it. I hate it when like for me it's a pet peeve when people like try to take away from that, and like
it makes it a boring story.
I get like upset like the like character deaths. Like I don't like them, but at the same time like, well, I don't want it to change because that takes away from the story usually, unless it's no purpose to it. But like so like,
I had two things that I was kind of torn between, and one of them was like a character that really overcame a lot, but the truth is a lot of the characters actually overcame a lot. So so for me, the one I went with on that way of measuring was Gamora, even though she's not the only one. But I felt like this poor little girl sees her village or town or world or whatever pretty much mostly all slaughtered, including her own family, and then the guy in charge of that takes her.
We're starting this episode off great.
I know. Takes her and raises her to be like this violent assassin and all this, and so but then by the time we meet her, I mean that's who she is, but she overcomes that and becomes this really good, even though she's a little rough around the edges.
Yeah, I mean now it's also different.
Yeah. But she's
that version,
right?
Dead,
you're right. But we just see her overcome so much, and I just really like that. I like her a lot. The other one for me is Captain America.
Why do you have so many?
What? No, I mean, the other one for me is Captain America, because he's just so good throughout. I mean, his whole desire, his whole life is to serve others and to be good and to make a difference. And he's so genuine and pure. And then this crazy thing happens, and he's doing good and he's able to make a difference. And then the poor guy gets frozen for 70 years, and everyone he knows and loves moves on and, you know, dies. And, you know,
there's a lot of death in this universe.
Yeah, there is. So anyways, those were my two. And I think ultimately, if it came down to it, I'm always going to end up picking Captain America, but I really liked Gamora too.
Is that an unbiased opinion?
It is. But I recognize that other characters fall under the same situation as Gamora in different ways. And so what was yours?
Mine is probably Black Widow.
Yeah?
Yeah. We don't know much. The movie, like, we don't know much. I can't wait for the movie.
Yeah.
But, like, from what we can tell, like, it just is very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she is certainly very interesting. And she also overcomes a lot. Yeah. So, that it?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want me to ask the next one, or do you want to ask?
Sure.
All right. So who has the best power?
This is easy because this is just my favorite power in general.
Okay. What is it?
It's Loki's.
Loki.
I've always, like, loved shape-shifting, but, like, just, like, his adds onto it because it's not just that, but it's also illusion and, like, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's, like, it's my favorite thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Mine, I just say Captain Marvel because, dang, she rocks. And she Captain Marvel?
Oh, I thought you said Captain
Captain Marvel.
Just like, what?
Is awesome and can do just about, I mean, she's like all powerful. I mean, my goodness. So I love Captain Marvel's powers. That's who I go with.
If you could be in any Marvel movie, which one?
This was a hard one.
Yeah. Not the one where everyone dies. That's for sure.
So I went back and forth on some of these because, like, there's some that I think are more funny than others, or like the ones that are about my favorite characters or have the best music or all that. But ultimately what it came down to,
if you're in the movie, you wouldn't be hearing the music.
I know, but I mean, if you're in the movie, who knows what you're doing in the movie. But ultimately I'm going to say the end game because that's where mostly everybody came back. That's ultimately for me.
I honestly could do with any of them. But honestly, I don't know. I kind of felt towards like Age of Ultron.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know why. I like that movie a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not one of my favorites. Well, it is one of my favorites, but it's not like one of my favorites.
Right.
But like, it's a good movie, and I don't know. Yeah, seems like just a good one to be in.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fair. Okay, so what Marvel attraction? Oh no, I skipped one. Who is your least favorite Avenger? I had a little trouble with this one too. I mean, I knew who I wanted to go with, and I ultimately go with that person. But I
think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. But you answer for you first.
For me, what really gets like making me like the character is usually humor.
Yeah.
Like, if there's not really humor involved, then I just don't really...
You lose interest. Yeah, you're not as emotionally attached.
Yeah, the humor always gets to me. And, like, right now, honestly, I'm kind of thinking, like, mostly, like, I don't know. I really like all the characters. Yeah. Like, I don't dislike any of them, but probably, like, probably Hulk.
Yeah. Like, it's funny because don't you feel like a traitor person? Don't you feel like I feel like awful naming any of them?
Exactly. Like he has good moments and like they can be funny, but like I feel like out of all of them,
you connect the least to him. Maybe he's just not as engaging for you.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. He actually is one of the two that I ended up coming with. Just kind of in the same way. I don't want to say he's boring, but in some ways he's just less exciting than others. Maybe
I just don't connect with him that way.
But I feel really bad too saying Hulk, also because I think he's one of your sister's favorites.
My sister's favorite.
She loves Hulk. And honestly, also my favorite color is green, so I should love Hulk, right?
Colors aren't everything.
I know that. That's why he's not my favorite. But anyways, I do like Hulk in general, but he did make my bottom two. The other one is the one that I wanted to go with my gut, and then I was trying to talk myself out of because in the end he redeems himself.
And also there are many people who would probably like hunt you down.
Yeah, I know. People are not going to be this will not be a popular opinion.
It's a very unpopular opinion.
But one of my least favorites is Iron Man because he's just a jerk. He's so arrogant and just like I don't know. I don't really, the way he starts out, and again, he overcomes it. He does change. He does better himself. And so that's great. But even while he's doing that, he's still a little bit of a jerk. And he's just kind of he's not a team player, you know, until that, when it mattered most, he did pull through. And that's why I was like, oh, for sure it's him. Wait, no, maybe it's not. Yeah, ultimately it comes down to it. It's still my least favorite. But I did cry when he died because seeing him in that movie with his daughter, he became such a sweet guy to me. And I thought, oh man, dang it. Now I can't hate him anymore. I didn't hate him, but anyways, so, but I ultimately, if I have to pick one, I'm going to still go with Iron Man. I don't dislike him. I just don't like all of his qualities. He did make for some fun scenes. He had some good lines. But and the fact that Pepper loves him makes him redeemable too, because she's so sweet and good. And so anyways, but all right, that was my answer. People are gonna hate me. Sorry.
I like him.
Okay.
He's a cool character.
Did I ask that, or did you? I asked that. Your turn.
What attractions should they add?
What Marvel attractions?
Yes. I think they kind of guessed that. It is Marvel's theme episode.
This is a tricky one to answer too.
Really?
Honestly, I think this is my hardest one to answer.
Like whenever I'm watching a movie, I can always like pinpoint. I would be like, this would be a great attraction.
If they turned it into a ride or something.
Well, my first thoughts, but like it kind of like there, it was like you know, like the first Guardians Galaxy themed movie.
Yeah.
When they are in the not cell tower. They're in the prison. They're in the tower, and it goes down, whatever. And it's kind of just go. Whenever I see that, I'll be like, that would be a cool roller coaster. But the thing is, they have Guardians of the Galaxy
have
one.
A Guardians of the Galaxy attraction at Disneyland. Maybe took over the Tower of Terror there.
Oh wait, maybe like a Flight of Passage kind of.
Oh
thing,
yeah,
but like it's Chitauri.
Especially
their little things, and like, you know, First Offender movie, like their little.
Especially
little
over at Disneyland.
Yeah,
because we could really use a Flight of Passage type ride there.
Yeah, and so like it's like a Chitauri like.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Kind of thing. And
yeah. So I thought first, this is a cop out one. I was thinking about like Pym's Test Kitchen and everything that's opening up over at Disneyland and Avengers Campus. But I thought, oh, how fun would it be? Or kind of like the Ant-Man and the Wasp theme, or just Ant-Man. They lost Bugs Land when they built now past tense, built Avengers Campus.
Yes.
And so we lost a good play area for kids. And I thought, oh man, have another play. But this is such a play on they had for so many years over at Walt Disney World, the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Right.
And then at Disneyland, they had the Bugs Land, which basically you become a size of a bug. But I think it would be, so that was my first thought, but that's really kind of cheating because it's super easy and copycatting, but having something where the kids had a play area that was like that again. But ultimately what I really, really would like to see, and this is not necessarily a ride attraction, it's not at all, would be an Avengers character meal. Wouldn't that be awesome? Because they don't have anything like that. I mean, they have character meet and greets with the Avengers, but I think it'd be awesome to have a character meal with the Avengers. We don't have as many character meals that appeal to boys. And we also, I think this would be something that would appeal to lots of ages, obviously adults as much as kids. So that was what I thought. I mean, there's lots of different ride options, but I'm not super creative in the ride area.
Me either.
I like to see what they come out with and try them and say, oh, wow, that was great. But I'm not going to come up. I'm not a great Imagineer. So okie dokie. What is your favorite Marvel movie?
Thor Ragnarok.
You didn't even hesitate.
I know. It's one of my favorite movies all time.
Of all time, not just in the Marvel universe.
So funny.
Why? Oh, because of the funny?
Yeah, that's actually what got me into the MCU.
Oh, really? That's the one that really grabbed you?
Because like I think my first movie that I saw was one of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but I was like 11. I wasn't really paying attention. I was like, oh, okay, a movie. Then there's Spider-Man Homecoming. I was like, okay, this is a good movie. Mm-hmm. And then my sister was just like, hey, you should watch this movie. I went to theaters like 6 times to watch it.
That's true.
And I was like, oh, this better be good. This must be good. And so I watched it and I loved it. Yeah. And then I got really excited when she had that Marvel marathon. Like we had us like her.
It was a spring break.
Yeah.
A spring break. Ryan and I were out of town, and so they had the house themselves for the week, or at least for a few days. So we
watched all of the movies up to Black Panther because that was like the latest one.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we were able to actually watch that one.
I can't remember.
It might have been not. Yeah. So we watched all of them in 3 days.
That's a lot of movies.
Yeah.
That's a lot of not sleeping.
That's I remember the end of the second day, I think. Yeah, the end of the second day, I felt like I just fell right asleep, and apparently they're in the middle of the night. They woke up and they had to turn on the lights and they were making a lot of noise, and I was still asleep.
You slept right through it. You were so tired.
And we're all the same room, just on air mattresses.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of
yeah.
That's a lot of movie time, and that's a lot of taking. Yeah, I bet there was a lot of sugar involved.
We got I think a decent.
That's the way you party, I guess, when parents are out of town.
Yeah.
We asked for it, I guess, letting you guys do that. That's funny.
We should do it again.
Okay, so I have to agree with you. Ragnarok is one of my favorite as well, for the same reason. It is hilarious. The other one I mentioned already, Endgame. I do like Endgame.
That is actually I love that movie.
It's a good one. It's just a really, really good one.
I like how it's pretty chilled out. Usually they're pretty fast paced with only a little bits of chill time, but that one's actually just it's just a chill kind of movie for half of it, and then the second half is just but it's I don't know.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Is that yours? Okay.
Favorite Marvel character?
Oh,
I don't think we need to really.
I wonder if anyone can guess mine.
Or mine.
I have two, actually. Ultimately, will always be Captain America. Yeah, always. I love Steve Rogers. I love him. He's just so genuinely good.
Yes.
But the second one is Captain Marvel, because I think that she is very much like Steve Rogers. I think that they're very similar in their goodness and their desire to just do the right thing. And so and she's got awesome powers. And if we're ever going to do stuff like dressing up for, like when we do the Marvel Day at Sea, Ryan, why are you laughing so much?
Our contrasts.
I know. I like all the good characters, and she's like, well, you know already. If you listen to the podcast, you already know. But anyways, Ryan loves Captain America too. And so if he's going to be Captain America, then, well, in the past when we've done Halloween, I
still have the helmet, the very cheap and crappy helmet.
Hey, but it was a helmet. It was an awesome costume.
It was.
I was Agent Carter, but now I think Captain Marvel. I'll be Captain Marvel, so I can have some awesome powers like the other superheroes. Yeah, so those are my two. Captain America, Captain Marvel.
Ask me mine. It's
let's see. Is it Groot? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
it's Loki. Spider-Man comes up at a close second. But then I have lots of characters that are my favorites, but not the favorite. So
Loki is your very favorite right now. It used to be Spider-Man was your very favorite, but then they were tied, and so Loki has crept ahead.
Actually, Loki's been for a while now.
Yeah,
for a very long time actually. Most of the tide was actually just. Okay, so it's depending on the moment, because if I watch a Spider-Man movie, then I'm like, Spider-Man, let's go, and then it's just but on average, just general as that. Other favorites Winter Soldier, Captain America's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just.
But mainly those two.
They're just all such good characters.
Which is really funny because they're the complete opposites of each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's hilarious. I have to admit, I like Loki too. I really like that ultimately in the end, he is good. Mm-hmm. He chooses to right. And I'm so glad that
we're gonna see what's happening.
I know his show comes out here real soon.
June 4th, I think.
June 4th. Oh, that means
June 9th. One of those.
Okay.
Oh, wait, frick. That's this week or next week.
Yeah. Well, by the time this airs on June 6th.
Hold up.
So
it's one of those. It's the beginning of June. I know that. Yep. I think they can change that. Yeah. I do know that it's gonna be right after Avengers. The thing is,
Avengers Campus,
the Mind Stone.
Oh, that where it takes place. Gotcha.
No, yeah, but he wasn't under his own will during that whole time. It's actually confirmed. It is confirmed.
You like that justification?
Yes, I did. I like the
vindication. Yeah.
But he was under control of the Mind Stone.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like Loki.
That was
he's funny, even though he's so bad sometimes. He's so mischievous. You this is very why you giggle. You're very mischievous as well. So that is very fitting.
Yes.
Okay.
Both
Slytherin and Loki. Your favorite fandom things. Okay, so the
Okay.
last question, I don't know
This
how.
was mine.
Yeah, it probably is.
Wait, is it?
I don't
Hold
remember.
up.
It's
yours.
mine. If you were an Avenger, what would be your name and power?
Well, we already know mine. I kind of already said it.
What?
The illusions, yeah.
You like Loki's power.
Yeah. I'll just, just take his.
What would be your name? I don't know the answer to this either, honestly. I thought about it.
Yeah, it's like like whenever you try to come up with them, they always are like really cringy.
All I could think of is like, oh, I'll be Captain Mom or something stupid because that is my life.
Wow.
I'm Mom and that's what I do.
I could be the illusionist.
The illusionist. Oh, there you go.
But
and that would fit the power you want
that's
too.
That's a tongue. Yeah. That's a lots of syllables.
I wish my superpower was never feeling tired or sore because I'm getting old and I often feel tired and sore.
Just take the super soldier serum.
Super soldier serum, become like Captain America.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I was gonna have a power, I would probably, like I said, I liked Captain Marvel's. I think she's awesome. She can do everything. But
just go to the Tesseract and you just get zapped by it.
Yeah. Should we? Yeah. Good thing that doesn't.
Or just like power an engine with it and then get zapped by that. Because that's how she got hers.
You've given some thought to this.
They all just came now. I didn't really put that much thought into it.
Yeah. All right.
Find some radioactive stuff and play with it.
Yeah, like when we got
an accident.
When we got our vaccinations for COVID.
Oh, during the Spider-Man shirt.
Yeah.
It was just like we suddenly we took out the radioactive
yeah, they saw her wearing her Spider-Man shirt and they were having lots of fun with it. I was
deeply disappointed, as expected.
Disappointed that you weren't getting
any superpowers. Injected with radioactive substances.
I think one of our friends from back home said that you did get a superpower because by getting vaccinated, you help others stay safe. So there you go. You have a superpower, Rory. You're vaccinated.
Wow, I feel so special.
Not to mention all the mischievousness that we already talked about. You have that superpower too. Yeah.
I'm very quiet.
Not when we did this episode.
No, I meant physically.
Normally she tends to be quiet and you just don't know. Her mind's going. She's thinking.
I always have thoughts.
She's coming up with something.
Oh yeah, I'm always thinking. I always have something on my mind. I always have thoughts and stuff. I just don't say anything usually.
Yeah.
I just don't talk.
So
unless I'm with people I'm very comfortable with.
So at the last minute, I threw a question at her that she didn't want me to ask because she didn't have an answer to. And that was, what's your favorite Marvel moment?
There's so many moments.
There are
I
so
don't completely remember, and
I know.
I'm gonna list off an entire movie.
Yeah, I know. And the thing is I love I all the one-liners and those kinds of moments. They're just hilarious. But ultimately, for me, what it came down to, Captain America getting to go back. This was super bittersweet. Getting to go back and live his life with Carter.
I don't like that. Actually.
I do.
I like the idea.
I cry about it and I'm selfishly
she already
jealous.
Had a family.
Okay, I did think about that too.
And also, the thing is, he wouldn't actually do that because when he knows that, and he wouldn't just sit by.
Do that.
Well, that's the writer's
I
fault.
think that it's sweet that he got to he lived a life of saving everybody, and maybe he got a chance to go back.
I saw a theory that he actually didn't stay with her, that he was just giving her that dance that he promised her, and then he was just like, hey.
Then what would he do for the rest of the time? Why wouldn't he then come back after that dance?
Maybe he could have. Because he but he knows that she already finds someone else.
I did think about that too. So, I was like, okay, that's just one of those moments that they didn't really think through on the movies.
Yeah, I feel like it makes more sense. He went back to give her the date that he promised her, but then saying, hey, you're gonna find someone. Oh, you're gonna find someone, and then he kind of just lives his life and just that
would be even more lonely. Well, I guess the time period fits his time.
And that doesn't mean he doesn't find anyone.
That's true.
Because he does get married to someone.
That's true. He's wearing a ring. That's true. You don't know. We don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, I still, in my mind, him getting his happy ending with the person that he was absolutely in love with made me happy.
Sorry
and sad for me.
Bubble there.
Yeah, bubble burster. What's your favorite moment? Let me burst your bubble.
Let me think about this for a couple hours.
Oh, well, we don't have that
just
kind of
binge
time.
Watch all the movies real quick.
In 3 or 4 days. It would take more than 3 days now with all the other ones that have come out. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, then I guess that wraps it up. You don't have anything you want to.
All of Thor Ragnarok.
The entire movie.
Just the entire movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I also really love when we see Thor after the 5 years when he's. It just makes me laugh.
I don't know. Like,
it makes me sad too, but it makes me laugh.
The thing is, I don't know. I feel like. I feel like they kind of joked about it when they probably. I don't know. I feel like they took it a bit too far with that.
I thought it was funny.
It's a bit funny. I don't know. It depends on how you look at it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So that's it. Marvel. We love Marvel. And now the Avengers campus is open. And we're going to get to go in a few weeks before the end of June. We're super excited. All right. Well, that's it. That's our episode. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you next week.
See you.